Green track. Did you know that British banks providing loans and investment to companies and households are actually involved in the generation of 800 million tons of CO2? To give you an idea, this is more than what Germany produced in 2020. Therefore, the problem we have identified is not only related to carbon emissions, but more importantly, where it comes from businesses and consumers. There is an urgent need to raise awareness and change the way people live their daily lives. To that end, we must leverage disruptive fintech to tackle climate change and its impact. That is why we are presenting Green Track.
This is the app demonstration of the project Green Track. In the landing page, we have four options available to us. History, where the transaction history of the user is available. In projects, we have information where the money of the user has been spent. And in integrated payment portal, we have the flexibility to integrate other payment portals. And in offset, I'm just going to demonstrate to you. So following other options available to us, I'm just going to go with the travel for an example. Here we, let's say, type London and Bristol. The date has been already fetched and the mode of travel is plane. So now, as you can see, we are given the fare and the carbon dioxide emission by the plane, and then we have a recommendation that this is the fare, the saving in terms of money and the carbon dioxide emission. So up to user now how he wants to travel.
The application is aimed at middle-class professionals who are environmentally conscious but also budget and cost-minded. We have identified a potential market of about 15 million users in the UK, and we believe we can capture about 4 million of them. We also acknowledge the complexity of this project due to barriers such as data privacy, licensing, regulation, and ethical concerns. Going beyond, we also studied companies working in this area. Right now, we have two main competitors, Kogo and Yaezy. In addition of calculating user footprint, Kogo focus on introducing eco-friendly and sustainable lifestyle, and Yaezy pay attention to ask users to make monthly subscription to environmental projects. Looking at this map, you can get an idea of how we differentiate ourselves from similar business models. Based on calculation, we estimated the cost involved in the first year as well as making an assumption over 3 years. On top of that, we have the expected revenue coming from various sources. As you can see on the pie chart, once a sustainable cycle is launched, mainly users' reinvestment will generate revenue. However, in the first years, the other sources will be necessary to sustain the business. Moving on, our timeline is set to maintain consistency and a clear organization for the next steps. We decided to define 3 different phases. Finally, we have 5 students with various backgrounds who truly believes in our projects and abilities to realize it. However, we reckon that someone with a financial background will be advantageous. If you also believe in our idea, we are asking for an investment of 70,000 for 15% equity.